Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. This is EKB TV, and you are watching the Vintage Cigar, and we're back with another top 10 list. And this top 10 list is a special top 10 list. It's one I've been promising you guys for quite some time, but I haven't had the chance to get it out to you. But here we are today. This is the top 10 Connecticut. Now, got to be careful, got to give a caveat with this, because with the topic like a Connecticut cigar, something that's a favorite to a lot of people out there, you got to be really careful about what you select here. And what I wanted this to be known is that these are personally some of my favorites, but I'm putting them in the top 10 list because of consistency, because of the price point, because of the flavor profile. So all encompassing, covering some of the most important parts of a cigar and a Connecticut cigar. So without further ado, we're going to get into the list. But before we do, I want to get to the honorable mention. The honorable mention is going to be the Ashton Connecticut. Now, this could have easily made the top 10 list, and it's a cigar that I really love, but it just didn't quite make my top 10 just because it didn't hit all the major points. But it is a great cigar, and it's one of the favorites out there, so I would be remiss if I didn't mention it. Now, let's get into the list. Number 10. Number 10 is going to be the New World Connecticut by AJ Fernandez. And I picked this cigar for number 10 because it's not necessarily one of the best cigars up there, but I put it in the top 10 because of its consistency, because of the availability of the cigar. It's a great smoke, and it's at a great price point. It's a cigar that is not going to fail you. It's going to be there for you. You can always go out and get it. You can find it in your brick and mortars, and it's going to smoke well. It's well constructed, and it's consistent. And for those of you who aren't a big fan of AJ Fernandez because of the pepperiness, this is one you can enjoy. Number 9 is the Undercrown Connecticut Shade. This is a consistent bad boy of a cigar. This cigar is going to be there for you when you want to go out and get a nice Connecticut. It's an old faithful. It's a steady cigar. It's a consistent cigar. May not be the best on the list. It's number 9 for a reason, but it's still a great smoke at a great price point. It's a cigar that you want to have in your humidor if you just want to have a steady stream of Connecticut cigars. Drew Estate, Undercrown, really can't go wrong with the shade. Number 8 is a surprise on the list. This is the Buffalo 10 Connecticut. This is a cigar that I tried. Wasn't sure how I was going to like it, but when it was suggested to me, I fell in love with it, and it's at a phenomenal price point. It is definitely one of the best because of that, but not just because of that. Also because the flavor profile on this is consistent. It's a well-constructed cigar. At the budget price on this one, it is money. It's a great cigar. Honestly, it could have been a little bit higher on the list, but I think it's going to work right here. Number 7 is Foundation's Charter Oak, and this is an old faithful for me. You guys know I talk about this cigar a lot. Easily could have been up there as well, just like the last choice. But I put a lot of the budget cigars there in this case for a reason. I want you guys to know that these cigars are out there, that you can get them at a great price point and enjoy the cigar with great flavors. And when it comes to flavors, from this point on, the flavors are starting to kick up a notch, and they're going up there. That is definitely true for the Charter Oak, so please enjoy the cigar. Go out and get it. It's definitely a great option. Number 6 is the CLE Connecticut. When it comes to construction on a cigar, when it comes to a great build and a cigar that's going to hold up well, CLE rarely ever goes wrong. And when you can have a great, consistent Connecticut cigar, nice, mild, but with flavor, this cigar comes in handy. So it's in the midpoint for a reason. Great choice, great cigar. Number 5 is the Centurion HTK CT, the Connecticut. This cigar I went out to find, and you can find my old show up here for this one. Quite some time ago, I was looking for a cigar that had a citrusy profile, and this cigar was supposed to have that. I didn't quite get that note, but I did get a cigar that I love to smoke from time to time. It's a great option, and it's definitely at this point on the list for a reason. You guys want to try this cigar. It's a beautifully made cigar, beautiful looking cigar, wonderful aroma, great Connecticut. It's a hybrid. Go out there and try it. It's still out there on the market. You definitely want to get in the humidor. Number 4 is the Aventura, the Queen's Pearl. I tried this Connecticut in a Lancero, and to be honest with you guys, I was absolutely blown away. And the other Vitolas are very nice as well. If you want a cigar that has great flavors, but still a Connecticut, nice and mild, won't kick you in the face and ruin your whole day, this is a cigar that you want to put in your profile. You want to try the cigar. You want to get to know the flavors, even in the Lancero. Phenomenal choice for an underrated cigar brand. This Connecticut is stellar and it needs to be on your list. So on mine. Number 3 is the Henry Clay Warhawk. Again, going with flavor. That's why it's this high up on the list. You gotta go for a flavorful cigar, and the Warhawk is a Connecticut that will surprise you with nice, rich, bold, creamy flavors that goes along with the cigar. It's not just a breakfast cigar. It's not just a morning cigar. You can enjoy this one at any time. If you're not in the mood for the other profiles, you'll definitely enjoy this one. Number 2 is the Sobremesa Brulee Blue. This, and you know the tagline, it's not your grandfather's Connecticut. This is a rich, spicy, deep, complex cigar, but it's still a Connecticut. Definitely one of my favorites, not just because it's under the Saka brand, but it definitely is a cigar that blew me away because of the complexity and the amount of spices and flavors that goes into this cigar. Got a review on this one too. You guys can always check it out. But this is a Connecticut that you have to try if you haven't gotten your hands on it yet. It's out there. It's worth it. It's not going to taste like any other cigar on this list. And it easily could have been number 1. And number 1 is the Hoya Nicaragua Connecticut, the CT. This is a cigar that took me by surprise. I didn't expect it to be as good as it was, but it is absolutely, as of right now, my favorite Connecticut, which is number 1 for a reason. And I'm suggesting this to you guys to go out and try this cigar. If you haven't had it, if you have had it, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think about the cigar. It's number 1 for a reason. Everything checks out, from the construction to the flavor to the consistency. It's just a beautiful looking cigar. The branding, the banding, everything. It hits on all cylinders. Got to give a shout out to Hoya Nicaragua. JDN does some great cigars, but this is a Connecticut that has outlasted some of my favorite Connecticut's, and I made this list for a reason. So, what do you think? You guys let me know. This has been another Top 10 EKB signing off, giving you my top 10 Connecticut cigars with more reviews to come. You guys stay tuned. Keep watching here. We got more reviews. Keep smoking. Peace.